Hello, welcome to video number 80, Rational Exponents Part 2. In this video, we're going to learn how to simplify some really nasty looking expressions with radicals, like this expression down here. So what we're going to do is change these radicals into expressions with exponents, use the laws of exponents to simplify it, and then turn it back into a radical. So we see that the product of these two radicals is really equal to the 6th root of x to the 29th. Here we go. Let's do this. So first, a little practice or a little reminder on how to convert expressions to ones with exponents. So remember, square root can be thought of as the 1/2 power. We can write this as x to the 5th to the 1/2 power. Then, since we have a power to a power, we can multiply the exponents. This is equal to x to the 5/2. Notice that the 5 is the power of x that we had here, and 2 is the root. We're doing the second root, or the square root. Okay, on this one, we can write this as m to the 6th, all raised to the 1/4 power, which is m to the 6/4, and if you really wanted to, we could simplify that to m to the 3/2. But again, in this one here, we see 6 is the power of m, 4 is the root. And we just happen to be able to simplify that. Okay, well, this one, we're just going to write in one step. The power is 7, the root is 3, so this is c to the 7/3. Okay, now we're going to use this. So we want to simplify these expressions. All right, so let's change these to expressions with square roots. The square root of x here can be written as x to the 1/2. The cube root of x is x to the 1/3. We're multiplying these expressions. And the fourth root of x is x to the 1/4. So altogether, this would be x to the 1/2 plus 1/3 plus 1/4. So we can use an ABC key or add these up. I think the least common denominator would be 12. So this would be x to the 6/12 plus 4/12 would be 10/12 plus 3/12 would be 13/12. So I believe I don't have an ABC key with me. We get x to the 13/12. Okay, now we want to rewrite this as a square root. So this would be the 12th root. 12 is in the denominator of the exponent of x to the 13. Okay, let's try this one. First, convert them to exponents. So this first one would be x to the 2/5. We're going to multiply this by x to the 3/4. When we multiply powers, we add their exponents, so the laws of exponents still apply. This is x to the 2/5 plus 3/4. Okay, so 2/5, that's equal to 8/20, and this is 15/20. I believe we get 23/20. So x to the 23/20. Okay, now we want to rewrite that as a radical. We started with radicals. Our goal is to end with a simplified radical. So this would be the 20th root of x to the 23. Crazy, but once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad. Okay, I actually have two more examples to discuss. So this is going to be x to the 11/4, and in the bottom, this is x to the 5/2. So when you divide powers, you subtract the exponents. So this would be x to the 11/4 minus 5/2. Okay, 5/2 is equal to 10/4. So 11/4 minus 10/4 is 1/4. So it's just x to the 1/4. And we'll convert that back to a radical. So this would be the 4th root of x. Okay, time for our last one. This is a little bit more complicated. Let's convert it all to exponents. So it'll be x to the 5/3 times x to the 7/6 divided by x to the 3/2. We can do it all at once. We're going to do 5/3 plus 7/2 minus 3/2. Plus 7/6 minus 3/2, but I'll break it up. I'll just do the numerator first. So 5/3, that's the same as 10/6. When we add 7/6, we get x to the 17/6 divided by x to the 3/2. And so now we have to subtract exponents. This is x to the 17/6 minus, this should be minus up there, 3/2. Okay, that's the same as 9/6. We get x to the 17 minus 9/6 would be 8/6. And we can simplify that. 8/6 is equal to 4/3. So this is x to the 4/3. Our last step is write it as a radical. This is the cube root of x to the 4th. Wow, there we go. Now, if you have an ABC key, this is actually pretty quick. We're just adding, subtracting fractions to find the exponents. Okay, it's time for you to do it. Practice makes perfect. So here's 4 problems for you. Please copy these expressions, convert them to exponents, and simplify, and convert your answer back to a radical like the examples. All right, good luck.